Alright, this is meant to be a quick tutorial and demonstration of how to run the layer package generator. Um, we've heard some confusion, people not knowing exactly where it is, how to run it, running into errors, stuff like that that can be easily avoided. So this video is meant to clearly demonstrate how to run the layer package generator and how to avoid some common problems that people have run into while trying to run it. So the first thing we did was that we split the layer package generator off from the summary report tool. Used to be that the layer package generator was a part of running the summary report tool, but this was pretty unintuitive. A lot of people didn't understand where it was coming from, stuff like that. So we decided that it made more sense to make it its own tool, bit more clear that way. So yeah. Then the other really common thing that we heard was people trying to run the layer package generator on a folder structure that the layer package generator doesn't support. So as of maybe a month or two ago, we changed the automatically created structure for PyBrat from this one, this bad folder structure, into this one, the good folder structure. Maybe that's a bit simplistic, but the old one, it had this O1 inputs, O2 analyses, and then inside the analyses it would have a series of outputs. The problem with that was that there wasn't a lot of room for intermediates, so we changed it into this system where we have the inputs, and then we have a series of outputs, and each of these outputs has intermediates and analyses attached to them. So this is just a way to more clearly separate the different outputs from the inputs. The problem comes when you try to run the layer package generator on something that looks like this instead of this. It's designed with this folder structure in mind. So it's going to look for the layers where they would be in this structure, not in the old structure. So computers are very easily confused. They only do exactly what you tell them to do. So if you try to run the layer package generator on a Brat project that looks like this, it's going to break, unfortunately. It's going to crash because it doesn't know where to look for the layers, it doesn't know what's going on, because it's only designed to expect something that looks like this. So that's the other big issue that we heard, and that's creating a layer package automatically, depending on how much manual editing you have to do for the project. It might be worth it to run a Brat project in this structure, like something that's old that's up on Box or something. Might be worth it to take those inputs, just run it through Brat once again, and then it will automatically create this folder structure, and you'll be able to run the layer package generator on it, no problem. So let's get into what the layer package generator actually requires. So how you run the layer package generator is you choose the output folder that you want it to be based off of. Inputs are always the same. It will always pull in all of the inputs, but we wanted to make sure that the outputs are always only from the one run. So just choose which output folder that you want to base it off of. Select that, and then you can name your layer package. So we'll just name this one Braden's layer package, because why not? And then we run it, and the first thing you'll notice probably is that all of this stuff sort of flew together very quickly. So the reason for that is that the ArcPy doesn't really support grouping layers and packaging them together just discreetly behind the scenes, but you can add them to the table of contents, group them like that, and through that we can create this layer package. The downside of that is that if you have another layer package open up here, the layer package generator might be confused about which one it needs to add the things to. So like, let's say that you had two layer packages out here, and they both had an intermediates layer within them. The layer package generator might be confused about which one it needs to add flow direction to, or the vegetation condition layer, or something like that, and it might mess up. So to get around that, you're going to want to clear the table of contents of every layer package before running the layer package generator, just to make sure that you don't run into any sort of confusion or problems like that. So the other thing that you're probably going to notice is that this dialog right here has a message for you. So the reason for that is Brat now has a number of optional steps that you don't have to run, and some of these produce layers. So this is just telling me, so like for example, the braid handler creates a layer that tells you what's braided and what's not. And I didn't run it for this run of Brat. And so this is just the layer generator letting me know that it couldn't be found, and so it's not going to be in the layer package. If you know that you didn't run this, and you're not expecting it to be there in the layer package, then this is totally fine. If you see a bunch of these, then that could be a sign that the layer package generator, something's wrong with the folder structure, something isn't right, something like that. So, yeah. Alright, so now it's created our layer package, and it has saved it away. And so, let's see. So if you open up, this was the output folder that we selected, and if you open it up, you'll see it has saved my layer package here. And so if we remove that and we pull it in, it's going to take a long time to load because it's trying to load all of those different data sets. So don't be surprised if this step takes a long time. But the nice thing is that this is entirely self-contained. So you can send this via email, you can put it on Box, you can store it however you want to. And this is entirely self-contained. There's no relative dependencies like that. It's not going to break on anyone else's computer. And it'll show up exactly like this in the format that you expect it to. So, yeah. So that is how you run the layer package generator without any problems. If you do run into problems, please raise an issue on GitHub and tag me in it. That's the only way that we can fix this sort of thing. So, and if you have other questions about how exactly it works, or just how to run it, something is still confusing to you, please let me know. Send me an email. I'm happy to answer your questions. But yeah, other than that, that's how you run the layer package generator. Thank you for watching.